Stop wasting your life wishing things were different. What if I told you that the secret to lasting happiness and unwavering peace isn't luck, money, or changing the world, but changing the way you see it? For over 2,000 years, a philosophy called Stoicism has been the secret weapon of emperors, thinkers, and innovators. In the next 15 minutes, we are going to unlock the 7 Stoic principles that will fundamentally transform your life in just 30 days. Stay until the end, and I'll give you the single most powerful daily exercise that will solidify these principles in your mind forever. Let's begin. The first principle, and arguably the most foundational, is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus said it best: some things are in our control and others are not. Most of our anxiety and suffering comes from trying to control things we simply cannot, like other people's opinions, the weather, the stock market, or past mistakes. The Stoic practice here is simple but revolutionary. Identify and categorize. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, is this within my power to change? If the answer is no, your only remaining task is to accept it gracefully and focus your energy solely on your response. You cannot control a job loss, but you can control how you prepare for the next opportunity. You cannot control what someone says about you, but you can control whether you let it dictate your self-worth. By strictly adhering to this principle, you instantly reclaim a massive amount of mental energy. It is the beginning of true inner freedom. The Stoics believe that the only true good is virtue, and everything else, health, wealth, reputation, is merely preferred indifferent. The 4 cardinal virtues are wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Wisdom is not just knowledge. It's the ability to make sound judgments in complex situations. Justice is treating all human beings fairly and with kindness, recognizing our shared humanity. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act rightly despite fear. And temperance is self-control, mastering your desires and impulses instead of being mastered by them. Your ultimate goal each day is not to acquire wealth, but to act in accordance with these 4 virtues. When you do, you can lay your head down at night knowing you have lived a good life, regardless of your bank account. This realization is the highest form of contentment. This is perhaps the most difficult principle to embrace, amor fati, which translates to love of fate. It is the unconditional acceptance of everything that happens, not just bearing it, but loving it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." Amor fati teaches us to see every obstacle, every setback, and every painful experience as necessary material for our growth. This isn't passive resignation, it's active transformation. The loss of a business teaches you resilience. A betrayal teaches you discernment. A sickness reminds you to cherish your health. Instead of saying, "Why did this happen to me?" you learn to ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" By loving your fate, you turn your greatest wounds into your greatest strengths. This mindset shift eliminates victimhood and replaces it with relentless, grateful forward momentum. While modern self-help often tells you to only think positive thoughts, the Stoics practice the exact opposite. Premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of adversity. Every morning, the Stoic pauses to imagine all the bad things that could happen. Today, I may meet someone who is ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, or malicious. I may lose a possession. I may fall ill. The purpose is not to depress you, but to inoculate you. When you have already mentally prepared for the worst, a small annoyance, like a flat tire or a rude colleague, doesn't destabilize you. It's already been accounted for. Even more importantly, this practice forces you to confront the ultimate truth: the loss of your loved ones, your health, and your own life. Seneca taught that by doing this, we realize how much we take for granted, making us profoundly more grateful for the present moment. It's a powerful tool for appreciation and emotional sobriety. The Stoics believed we should live according to nature. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean living in a cave. It means living according to human nature, our unique capacity for reason and rationality. Animals are driven by instinct and impulse. A human, however, has the ability to pause between the stimulus and the response. This is our nature. When someone insults you, Your impulse is to lash out. Living according to nature means engaging your reason. Why are they insulting me? Does their opinion truly matter? Is reacting going to help or hurt the situation? The Stoic prioritizes a reasoned, thoughtful response over an emotional, impulsive reaction. This principle is the key to mastering your temper and making decisions that are aligned with your long-term goals, not your temporary moods. It makes you a master of yourself. Let's combine the final two, as they are deeply intertwined. Principle 6. Cosmopolitanism. The idea that we are all citizens of the world. The Stoics saw themselves as part of a single, rational universe. We are all interdependent. Your struggles are not unique. Your successes depend on others. This perspective erodes tribalism, envy, and selfishness. The Stoic asks, how can my actions serve the greater good of my community and the world? It reminds you that your life has a higher purpose than your own pleasure. Finally, Principle 7. Memento mori. Remember that you must die. This is not a morbid thought, but a clarion call to action. You don't have infinite time. When you deeply accept that your time is finite, procrastination loses its power. Every day becomes precious. Every decision becomes important. Ask yourself, if this were my last week, would I spend it worrying about things I can't control? Or would I spend it living in accordance with virtue? Memento mori is the ultimate motivator to live a meaningful life today. The 7 principles, dichotomy of control, the virtues, amor fati, negative visualization, living according to nature, cosmopolitanism, and memento mori, are your training regimen. And here is the powerful daily exercise I promised. The evening review. Every night, write down the answers to 3 questions. What did I do well today? To build self-respect, what did I do poorly today? To identify areas for growth, what could I have done differently? To plan for tomorrow, commit to these 7 principles and the evening review for just 30 days. You will not only be happier, but you will be unshakable. If this blueprint resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and let me know in the comments, which of the 7 principles are you going to focus on first? Thank you for watching, and may you live a virtuous and tranquil life.